In today's session of Divorce Court. When Kimberly married Shawn, it was for better or worse, in sickness and in health. But when Kimberly got pregnant and was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, Shawn left her.
I don't feel that I should have to be entrapped because she doesn't feel like going out today.
Hold on a minute. Let me just camp out here. You don't feel that you should be trapped because she doesn't feel like going out. Have you ever been diagnosed with the kind of disease that she has that's crippling, debilitating, and could kill you?
No.
But Shawn says Kimberly and her family forced him to walk out.
Mother moves in. Mother says this is what's gonna go in the house.
So now this is the mother-in-law fault.
Like I explained to her before she came, if she comes, I go.
Now Kimberly and Shawn Avery face the judge in today's session of Divorce Court.
All rise. Court is now in session. Mablean Ephraim presiding. You may be seated.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. This is a matter of Kimberly Avery versus Shawn Avery, and I'm advised after a very short marriage of less than 2 years, Miss Avery, you fed up and you're ready to call it quits. Want to tell me why?
Because within the last year, he has cheated several times.
Well, Miss Avery, let me ask you this. You're pregnant.
Yes.
What's your medical condition?
MS, but right now.
Multiple sclerosis?
Yes, but.
And how long have you been suffering with this?
I found out like 6 months after we got pregnant.
6 months after this child that you're carrying now?
After we got married, I'm sorry.
6 months after marriage?
Uh-huh.
And how many children do you have?
2, and 1 on the way.
So you've given birth to 2 children with MS?
Yes.
And a 3rd child on the way?
Yes. I've been doing fine.
My, you're remarkable.
Yeah. Thank you.
And he's cheating on you?
Yes.
I don't believe that.
Actually, I'm not cheating on you. That happened once, and that's been, what, 7, 8 months ago? It hasn't even been,
I've talked to the girl.
It hasn't
She's
even
also
happened.
called my
it hasn't
house.
Even happened, but once.
She's also
what
called
did
my
happen
house.
Was not
My
even
friend
Hold on,
real.
Mr. Avery.
She's also called my house.
Someone has called your house and said what?
That she's pregnant with his child. He had got her pregnant before, but she had a miscarriage.
Second time, same person? During your marriage to him?
That's not true. That is not true.
Excuse me?
During your marriage to him?
Yes, during my marriage.
Are you at liberty to disclose the person's name?
Yes, I think
What's her name?
Also Kim.
So do you know another Kim?
I do know
Mr.
another
Avery?
Kim. I do know another Kim that I had an affair with. But I did not have another child or a miscarriage. There was no...
Was she ever pregnant by you?
No.
Maybe she was pregnant and didn't tell you, just told your wife?
I mean, it's possible, but I didn't know. She did not explain to me or show me any terms that she was pregnant.
Is she pregnant now?
No, she is not pregnant.
What makes your wife thinks that your other friend Kimberly is pregnant?
That's what she told her.
He lives in the area. I live one side of town. He lives on another. I have friends everywhere.
So you've separated from him?
Yes, he's even rode around with this girl in the front seat like that's his wife.
So how did you get pregnant a 3rd time?
Because we are husband and wife. We never stopped messing around with each other.
So you just separated?
Yes, it's separated.
And why did you separate? Because of his cheating?
Because of his cheating,
yes. With this other Kimberly?
No,
because you were true.
No,
because of his cheating.
No,
because
that is not the correct truth.
Well, maybe that's why she left you. You didn't know.
That's probably the reason why she left me. But the actual truth in the matter is that we were a family.
Your actual truth.
We were family. You know,
there were
things that.
Let me hear from him a minute, Ms.
There were things that we did as a family. You know, she had mother and father, which were very nosy. They were always in our business. But what about this? Mother moves in. Mother says this is what's gonna go in the house.
Her mother moved in with you.
She moved in. She moved in. That's why I ended up getting my own place.
He moved me.
Hold on a second. I can't hear but one of you at a time.
That's why I ended up getting my own place because I knew that she was coming.
Then why didn't you take me with you?
I knew that she was coming.
If you went with somebody else.
I knew that she was coming.
You knew that
and
mother
I knew
was
that
coming.
there was going to be problems if she came. And like I explained to her before she came, if she comes, I go.
So now this is the mother-in-law fault.
Right. It's
Poor
not
mother-in-laws. Always get the blame. Miss Avery, why did your mother come move in with you?
because of the fact he was not taking care of me when I had MS. Like, before I had moved into this apartment.
Well, when you keep saying when I had MS, don't you still have it?
Yes, I still do, but it's a big part of my life, you know? It's just the
You've learned to handle it.
Yeah. But, like, before then, we had moved in somewhere. He would leave me in the house. It's dark, no air conditioning, no telephone at the time. We hadn't even been there for 2 weeks. He would leave me there.
That's not true. That's not true.
That's not true.
Now, Mr. Avery, don't overtalk
me and my
her.
children, or whatever. And my father would have to come pick me up and like ask, did he leave you just in here in this house? You don't need this type of situation.
So your parents came to rescue you?
Yes.
And to give you support?
Yes.
What about that, Mr. Avery?
That's not rescue and support.
Did you leave her in the house with no lights?
No.
Did you leave her in the house with no phone?
I didn't leave her in the house without any of these things. I asked her, do you want to go with me? No, I don't feel like I want to go today because it's too hot.
And you can't understand that?
You know, no. I could understand that, but I asked her, do you want to go somewhere else while I go out? Or should I just stay here? I don't feel that I should have to be entrapped because she doesn't feel like going out today. I mean, if it was vice versa.
Well, what about the babies?
You don't feel, hold on a minute, let me just camp out here. You don't feel that you should be trapped because she doesn't feel like going out.
Correct. That's just like if she wanted to go out and I didn't feel like going out, I shouldn't have to keep her in the house.
It's not the same thing, Mr. Avery.
I wouldn't
Look at your wife.
House. It's a hot house. I wouldn't want to stay in a hot house.
Your wife has a medical condition.
No, at the time, this MS had not kicked in.
She said it kicked in 6 months after the baby was born.
Not bad.
No.
But it was there.
She was diagnosed. It got to her head. I worked with her.
It got to her head.
You know, as far as, you know,
sad,
it happened.
Depressed.
You know, depressed.
Wait a minute. Okay, it depressed her when she was diagnosed with MS.
I was there for her. You know, her mother and them was there for her. That was good. But she was still able, you know, to move about, do what she wanted to do, but she chose not to. You know.
Have you ever been sick?
Yes, I have been sick.
Have you ever been diagnosed with the kind of disease that she has that's crippling, debilitating, and could kill you?
No.
So you don't know what it feels like to be diagnosed with that type of disease?
No.
You don't know what the depression level is? You couldn't sympathize with that?
I could, and I did. I actually could, and I did.
But you felt trapped and didn't feel like you needed to stay in the house because she didn't feel like going out.
Right.
That's what marriage is sometimes. You have to make a few sacrifices. Nobody ever told you that?
No.
They didn't tell you that?
No.
Oh, well, let me tell you before you go into the next one. Sometimes you have to make a few sacrifices, which means you may have to stay at home when you want to go out.
When divorce court returns.
I'm not letting the wedding pictures go. Because,
excuse me?
Oh, no. I refuse to let the wedding pictures go.
And Shawn asks for another chance at his marriage.
So you want to go back to your wife?
Yes, I really would.
Miss Avery, want to try again or you want a divorce?
If you would like to have the judge hear your case in divorce court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or email us at www.divorcecourttv.com. Divorce Court is back in the case of Kimberly Avery, who says her husband Shawn gave up on her and their marriage after she was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis.
Now, what else is the problem?
I'm just ready. I was ready for it to be through.
I can imagine. I think he's ready for it to be through, too.
No, I really am not.
Have you had a problem living with your wife with this condition? Is that why you out with Kim, the other Kim?
No, it has nothing to do with it at all.
Well, why were you out with another Kim when your wife is pregnant?
Because I felt like, you know, she was always saying that I'm not here for her. But when I am trying to be here for her, why, you know, she sit up here and constantly say, well, I'm not going to sit up here and tolerate you not wanting to be here. I want to be there.
We got back together for a little while. He came back because I don't know why.
But why do you think he came back?
He stayed there for like a week when I had some money.
You got some money?
I have.
Where'd you get money from, Miss Avery?
My disability claims and cases and things.
So your disability claims, finally, your disability application was finally approved?
Yeah.
And you got a lump sum of money?
Yeah.
And he came back?
Yeah.
Did you tell him?
I wasn't the only one that came back. Don't go there. Because I never borrow any money that I could not give back to you.
Your car?
No.
Wait a minute.
The car?
Let me hear this. Come on, Miss Avery.
But I helped him pay his rent.
You helped him pay his rent at his other place?
Yes.
That where he had left you and moved to? And was seeing Kim? You helped him pay his rent?
Yes.
Miss Avery, why would you do that?
Because I don't know.
Did she pay your rent?
Yes, she did, Your Honor.
For you to live with somebody else?
No, she did not pay for that, Your Honor.
Did you pay her back?
No, I did not, Your Honor. Because she
Why
told
did you
me
go
that I
back?
did not
Why did
have
you accept
to.
that?
She told me I did not have to pay her back.
How much rent did she pay for you?
$226.
$226?
Correct.
How long did you stay with her after she got her disability check?
About a week.
No, I was there on and
About a
off.
week.
I was there on and off.
Until the money ran out?
You never stayed the night?
No.
About a week?
No. It was there on and off.
I said you were there on and off until the money ran out?
No, I was there on and off, period.
Why were you there on and off?
Until the money ran out or not ran out, I was still
Okay,
there.
but why were you there on and
Because
off
I
when you
was
didn't like her
trying-
anymore and you liked
No.
Kimberly?
No, because I was still there trying to sort what had happened. I wanted to make things right. As far as Kim is concerned, she was gone like less than a month.
May I give you some advice?
Mm-hmm.
Let go. Have your child. Let go.
Yeah, it's kind of hard.
I know it's
like,
hard,
yeah,
but it'd be
took me a-
harder later
yeah.
on. You've already let go, haven't you?
No, I have not.
So you
I
want to
really
go
have
back
not.
to your wife?
Yes, I really would. I really would. I think I owe at least that much, I owe that much to myself,
So you don't want a divorce?
No,
So why aren't you there? You haven't been there in a year.
she doesn't want me there. I can't force myself there.
Because if you wouldn't be there. And when he stayed with me, he wouldn't come home at night. He'd come home early in the morning, like 5 or 6 in the morning.
Miss Avery? Want to try again or you want a divorce?
I'm just tired of the fuss and the stress, that just everything. I'm just tired of it. I'm just tired of going through all the motions. It's time for it to be over. It's been going over for a whole year. For a whole year, I got 3 kids I got to take care of.
It'll be up to you to let it be over with or not.
Yeah,
Because you're the one that appears to let him come back.
yeah,
Yes, it's going to be hard. You're going to cry sometimes.
yeah, I do.
You're going to get lonely sometimes. You can't pick up the phone and call him.
I can't.
You can't go looking for him at the other
I
Kim's.
can't.
All right? What else can I do for you?
I was asking for my wedding pictures back.
Oh, I know you're not fighting over wedding pictures.
Yes, because we've been together for 5 years. He took me out of high school, when I was like 17, 18 years old. And that was the best 5 years that I at least had that I wasted, I could, if I was wasting it, I could have been in college, somewhere out of college by now.
Well, you made that
somewhere.
choice to be married. So you
Yeah.
can't blame that all on him now.
Yeah, true.
You want wedding pictures.
Yes.
Why can't you get the wedding pictures?
I'm not letting the wedding pictures go.
Excuse me?
Oh, no, I'm not. You know why? I refuse to let the wedding pictures go.
Ooh, did you hear that, Joe?
Well, I heard that, but I know that's not right, Your Honor.
He refuses to let the wedding pictures go.
I mean, y'all say it.
Keep
and
that
they
up
not.
here. He refuses to let them go. Where are they?
They're right here, Yana.
They are?
Oh, yes.
And why do you refuse to let them go?
Because there were double prints.
Uh-huh.
There were double prints, and like I said, it goes back to
There were more pictures
Hold on,
than
Miss
that.
Avery, I gotta hear this real good.
This goes back to nosy in-laws. Okay?
Now
I
tell
got
me
my
about this.
set.
Oh,
There was 2 people that got married. There was 2 sets.
2 sets of wedding
So
pictures.
I feel like, why should I have to let my pictures go? And I still love the woman, and I want the memory. Evidently she wants the memory because she
there
wants
was
the pictures.
others. There were others than
No.
those.
No. There was this one,
Others.
and there was another album. Same picture, same setup. She had hers.
And you had yours.
Her mother took them to work one day. She brought them back, and evidently something happened between now and then. And what happened to her set, I don't know. I don't think that if I lost my set, I should be going back wanting mine from, hers for me.
Let me
So
ask
why?
you, Miss Avery,
I
did you
paid
wear
for
there
them.
2 sets?
I paid for them.
Ah,
too.
answer my question.
Yeah, there were 2 sets, but
Did your
there
mother?
are other ones.
Ooh, you just want to keep
I'm
talking over me now. I thought you couldn't talk too much. I thought he was
Yeah.
talking over you.
I don't know.
You got real feisty now, huh? You want these wedding pictures bad.
Yes, I do want those wedding pictures.
Was there 2 sets?
Yes, there were that I paid for.
Did your mother take a set?
Yes.
What happened to the set your mother took?
I don't know.
Who was the photographer?
His uncle.
Where's your uncle?
My uncle was not the photographer. That was
Oh,
my
my
uncle.
Lord, you don't even know who the photographer was.
I do know who the photographer was. He was a deacon in our church.
Did he have negatives?
I'm pretty sure he did. And that's one thing that I did
It's
explain
only
to
a
her.
year old. The marriage is only a year old.
I'm pretty sure he did.
Did anybody ever bother to call him to see?
I didn't.
I
'Cause
don't
already
know
had
where
mine.
he is.
I felt
How
like,
to
why
get in
should I
touch
have
with
to?
him.
And I told her, I said, if you want to get copies so bad, you can do that. I even mentioned the
I
negatives
paid
to
for
her.
them anyways to get all the copies. You have negatives in the back of that book right
I
now.
feel-
You have negatives in the back
Yes,
of
it
that book?
does.
There's no negatives
You should
in the
have
back of this
negatives in the
book.
back of that book right now.
There's no negatives in the back of this book.
I mean, I hate to have somebody arguing over some wedding pictures. But you just refuse to give them up.
He
I do.
owed me
I
those.
do.
He done
I
gave me
refuse-
heartache, pain,
I
2
refuse to
children,
give
and
them
one
up.
on the way, and nothing. I got nothing out of it. I'm getting them pictures.
Well, let me see how tough his refusal is. Joe, bring me the pictures. Oh, he didn't offer any resistance. I thought he was going to refuse to give them up. Thought maybe Joe would have to do some work today.
Well, Your Honor, I didn't refuse to let you see them, but I do refuse to, you know.
I don't see any wedding pictures in here. What I see 2 or 3. Well, there's a picture of the 2 of you and the beautiful little girl. That's darling. Well, some of these are just pictures of Miss Avery. They're not all pictures of the wedding. You want those too?
I want all the pictures.
You want all the pictures.
I want all the pictures.
And you want all the pictures. Joe, you want any of these pictures?
I'll pass, Your Honor. They should have them.
When divorce court returns, the judge renders her verdict. And an update on the case of Naomi Darden versus Willie Darden.
Hey,
Yeah.
They call me Sweet Willie Shine, and they don't call me Sweet for nothing.
Divorce court will be back in session in a moment. Divorce court is back, and the verdict is in the case of Kimberly Avery, who, after being diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, says her husband Shawn gave up on their marriage.
I think it's ridiculous that you're arguing over these pictures and that all you have to do is contact Deacon Anderson and ask him for the negatives.
I want those. He got 3 kids. What I got?
He can give you a copy of these.
I guess that's fine, but I'll.
You just
as
want
long as I
these.
got the pictures.
You just want these particular ones out of his hand.
Why he got? Will he get something out of it? I don't. You know.
You said you had the same size album and your mother took it and you don't know what your mother did with it. Why don't you ask her where your pictures are?
I don't think she have. She might have.
But you
them, then
haven't
again,
bothered to ask her.
I don't really think she has them.
All right, here's the way I'm going to solve this, because this is just utterly ridiculous. Utterly. Mr. Avery, would you please make a set of these photographs for Miss Avery?
Yes, ma'am, I will.
Yeah.
You don't really want, you just want these out of his
Yes,
hand.
I really do.
I can't do that. I know you've been hurt, but
Yeah.
I can't get involved in your spite, and you can't use this court's process for your catharsis, for your hurt feelings. I can't
Yeah.
do that. The fairness is, as long as you get a set of the pictures, that's what you're entitled to.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
Mr. Avery says he's willing to make you a set. Now, if he doesn't do that, you let us know.
I will.
And then there's a remedy. And you don't want the remedy, Mr. Avery,
No,
over a set of pictures.
no.
All right. That's the court's order. Court's adjourned.
When divorce court returns, an update on the case of Naomi Darden versus Willie Darden.
Sex was great.
Oh, okay. The sex was great. All
you know,
right.
I mean,
Well, give her credit for something. Thank
no,
you.
give me credit for something. I'm a master of everything that I do.
Closed captioning for divorce court provided by. Are you getting divorced? Do you need Judge Mablean Ephraim's help settling a dispute? If you want to be a guest on divorce court, call 1-877-311-2222 or email us at www.divorcecourttv.com. And now for an update on a previous case in divorce court. Willie Darden said that after 17 years of marriage to Naomi, he had had enough and wanted a divorce. He openly admitted to having cheated on her, but said that he couldn't help himself because he was irresistible to women.
Tell me.
I'm the man. Hey,
Yeah.
They call me Sweet Willie Shine, and they don't call me Sweet for nothing.
Oh, okay. The sex was great. All
you
right.
know, I mean,
well, give her credit for something. Thank
no,
you.
give me credit for something.
I'll give you credit for being able to talk. A good game.
I'm a master of everything that I do.
Naomi wanted to keep everything that she had ever accumulated during her marriage to Willie, but the judge allowed Willie to keep one thing.
You know what I want to award to you, Mr. Willie?
What?
The mirror.
Okay, that's good. That way I can look at myself.
So you can look at yourself.
Right.
Although he was adamant that the marriage was over and he wanted a divorce, Willie has now said that life without Naomi isn't what he thought it would be.
I would not sign any divorce papers.
Because we have 3 kids, it's always gonna be something.
I really don't think it's over. I don't think it's over. I just think it was just, too much control from her parents, and her friends being in her business. But as far as I'm concerned, if we can get them out, it can work.